Okay, so as a part of inventory controls, we tested serial control, or call it as serial numbering. In today's session, we'll see lot control or lot numbering. Number or numbering. So in case of serial control, what we discussed and did. So for each number, each item, we generate unique number. The reality, that is a master item as per our system. So when you deal with the transactions, you just select number of quantities. For each quantity of the item, to set the separate numbering, we used serial number concept for unique identification for each quantity of the item. So that's how item master, number undo, each quantity numbers are different. Done. I'll see the lot number. So serial number we generated to identify each item. Here even we use the term called as each item, that is each quantity of item. To identify each quantity of item, we created unique numbering, that is nothing but serial number. Now if you take the concept as lot number, what is the meaning of lot number? So lot number is nothing but it's all about grouping the items. Okay, with the lot number, what we can do, we can group the multiple items based on the different purposes. Okay, we can just group the items and we can specify unique number for the specific group of items, or you can say batch numbering. So just grouping. Okay, we'll group the items with specific number. In other words, we can say we'll provide one number for specific batch of items. Okay, we can create the batch numbering. We can create the batch numbering.
Lakshman, today what are the topics that we are covering today other than lot control?
Lot control, yeah. First we'll see lot control. Depending on time availability, we can, if time permits, we can go with some other controls as a part of controls. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fine. So lot controls means it's all about creating the batch number, or say grouping the items and providing the unique number for the specific list, some list of items, some group of items. So take simple example here. Say we placed purchase order to supplier for 100 quantity, and there could be only one schedule or multiple schedule. If you take example, supplier is going to ship all the material at a time. So when we receive, we'll create the receipt. In the receipt, we'll specify the quantity as a 100. So when you receive this material directly into inventory, and later if you want to identify this exact 100 quantity which is from specific purchase order, when you go to verify the on-hand quantity, there won't be exact specification which 100 quantity we received against so and so purchase order, until unless you go and analyze and run the reports, and there will be a lot of analysis need to be done. Directly by looking at on-hand quantity, you cannot address from so and so supplier on so and so date what exact quantity we received, that is 100 quantity, exact the 100 quantities, which quantity within the inventory overall quantity you cannot track. If you want to keep tracking, if you want to maintain tracking for the 100 quantity which you are receiving one time, what you can do is for this 100 quantity, for the 100 quantity of the items, you can set one number that we call as lot number. Okay, so you are receiving iPhone, you received iPhone 100 quantity. Okay, when you receive 100 quantity iPhones, for all those 100 quantity you are receiving at a time, so for this you can give the number as a lot 1. The same you can apply for all the items. That means, sorry, so 100 iPhones you are receiving, for 100 iPhones you are tagging with lot 1. Tomorrow if you want to ship this 100 iPhones to specific customer, we no need to go and find out, we don't need to go and analyze, we don't need to try to search to find out the 100 quantity which you received from so and so supplier to deliver to targeted customer. When at the time of receiving you are tagging with the lot number, so that when you are going to ship to the customer also, you can select lot called as lot 1, and within the lot 1 we have 100 quantity, those we will be able to deliver to the customer. That means when you are receiving, you can group, you can set some number, that number you can use for further transactions as a reference number to deliver to the customer, or else you are receiving the material from so and so supplier, and when you receive that material you want to ship that, you want to move that material to manufacturing unit. In that case simply you can tag with a lot number, so that would be some identification numbers. You can use that number in your internal process or any within the system process to specify so and so lot material we have to send to so and so shop floor, or so and so lot material we have to send to so and so customer, or so and so lot material we have to transfer to so and so inventory. This is how you can use this lot number. That's how you can simplify the inventory transactions with this grouping of, this batch numbering. Or else you take simple other example, you are receiving the material 100 quantity, and your plan is out of that 100 quantity you want to ship that 100 quantity material to two customers. At the time of receiving only you can group those items into different lots, so that readily the lots would be available within the inventory when you are going to ship to the customers. So you can select which lot for which customer, so you can specify. That's how you can just transact. So 2, so you are receiving the material at the time of receiving the material only. This is how you can specify the lot. Say for example, for this 7 items you are taking into lot 1, the 6 items you are taking into lot 2. You may have a plan, the lot 1 quantity you want to move to manufacturing unit, and lot 2 quantity you want to ship to your customer. So based on the plan or for the transaction execution, you can maintain the material within the lot. Otherwise directly if you are going to maintain the stock within the inventory, so this for the specific purpose, what are the material you are receiving, those you may not track in very easiest way. Okay, so at the time of receiving we can assign some lot number for the some quantity of material. That number you can use for reference for further transaction. Same way when we are going to sell the material to the customer, okay, so you can select, you want to pick the material or you want to ship the material from which lot. If you select lot 2, within the lot 2, how much quantity we have? 6 quantity. If you want to ship all the quantity, you can set a control in the system where the system should allow you to transact with the partial quantity or not, or else if you want to restrict in the organization process. So if you are going to have a transaction with any lot, we cannot go with a partial quantity of the transaction that you can specify, or else by default system will allow you even if you are going to select the lot called as 1. So you can issue the material how much quantity is available within that lot, or else partial quantity also will be able to issue to the supplier or within the organization. So those controls also you can have. So altogether what we can achieve is by using the lot you'll be able to group the quantity of material for the convenience of inventory related transactions. Okay, so when you are receiving, you can just specify all the quantity you want to take into which lot. When we are going to sell the material, or when we are going to perform the say material inventory issue, or it could be issuing to the material to the customer, so you can specify from which lot you want to pick the material to ship to the customer or to some other location or other inventory organization for any other transaction. When you are receiving, you can generate number, the same you can use when you issue the material also. So it's all about batch number for the quantity, specific quantity of the stock. Okay, fine. So now we are receiving 100 quantity. I can take into multiple lots. Okay, at the time of receiving, you can just create multiple lots. Into each lot, how much quantity you require, you can specify and you can create the receipt. And when you go and verify the on-hand quantity also, you can find out in which lot how much quantity is available. Ideally, if you go and verify on-hand quantity, you can find out which item in which inventory organization within the which sub inventory how much quantity we have. This is how we can find the hierarchy when you verify the on-hand quantity availability. But if you have a lot control functionality, if you implement the lot control functionality within that sub inventory, in which lot how much quantity is available, okay, how much quantity is available, that also will be able to track. Now let's take this example. Say I'm receiving 10 quantity. Okay, I'm receiving 10 quantity. So it is going to be just 10 quantity. Done. 10 quantity. At a time I am receiving 10 quantity, I can just assign one lot number, or else I can take 10 quantity into multiple lots also. Maybe 5 into one lot and 5 into another lot. I received today. Again, I'm going to receive 10 more quantity tomorrow. When I'm receiving 10 more quantity tomorrow, there is no option to select same existing lot. You have to take that material into different lot. You have to take the material into different lot. If your requirement is, even if you are going to receive as a multiple transactions, you want to take all the quantity into single lot. Okay, your requirement is today, just today you received 10 quantity, you allocated lot number as 1. Again tomorrow you are going to receive 10 quantity. So next transaction, 10 quantity. So when you are receiving 10 quantity, for that we have to generate the lot number. When you are generating the lot number, you cannot use the same lot number for other transaction which is already used. But your requirement is you want to use same lot number for multiple transaction tracking. What you can do is you can go with parent and child lot concept. Okay, parent and child lot concept. Parent and child lot. So our requirement is we want to use same lot number. You want to take The other transaction quantity is also into same lot. In that case, you can use the concept called as parent and child lot concept. With the parent and child lot concept, what you can do is, so you want to take multiple transactions into one lot. That lot number you can give as a parent lot number. So that means here what you can do is, first transaction, when you are receiving the first transaction, or say first receipt, you have a 10 quantity, you can give parent lot, say parent lot 1. You give parent lot as a 1, and for the specific receipt you can give the child lot. For 10 quantity which you are receiving, for that we will be giving lot number as a, say, child lot 1. We'll just specify this numbering, same numbering. Done. For this, the parent lot is parent lot 1. Within the parent lot 1, you are going to have a child lot for specific transaction, and tomorrow again you are going to receive 10 quantity. So whatever the other transaction you record, there also will be specifying the same parent lot. Parent lot is same, you want to take into the same lot, so the same lot you can create as a parent lot. The parent lot logic, you can just take the multiple transactions quantities into single lot, that is parent lot. And now for this 10 quantity you can create the child lot. The child lot number could be child lot 2. Now this 10 quantity and 10 quantity which we are recording in the system as a 2 receipts are falling under same parent lot. Parent lot 1 you selected, and for all these 10 quantities you given the child lot number as 1. And for other transaction also you can select the same parent lot you can use, and for those specific transactions related quantity we are going to maintain different child number. Now if I want to find out how much quantity is available in specific parent lot, with the one number I can track. If I go and verify within the system the parent lot 1, system will list out total 20 quantity. Again it will address which quantity belongs to which child lot. So this logic we can use if you have a requirement of taking multiple transactions into one lot. Ideally, whenever you receive the material, we have to specify the lot number. And again, if we are going to have other transactions which are related to same customer or same purpose, those you can implement by using the parent and child lot concept. Okay, we will test these both scenarios, how we can go with a direct lot number for the item. If you want to implement a parent and child lot where you want to take multiple transaction related quantities into single lot, the solution is parent lot concept. So parent will be the unique number will be using for the multiple transactions, and child lot based on the transaction child lot number system will change. That's how you will be able to track multiple transaction related quantities into one lot number. Right? So any questions here to understand this lot control concept? So very simple. For group of items, we'll provide number that only we call as lot number. You can call as lot number or batch number or some other naming convention they may use based on the which material they are receiving into inventory. Ideally, you can call as lot number. Lot number is nothing but group of items or specific batch of items, you can provide the numbering. So with that number, you'll be able to manage the quantities easily. You can manage those quantities of items which are grouped into lot for the further transactions where you are going to use that quantity of material. Fine. So here, as a part of serial number, okay, as a part of serial number, we discussed points. The uniqueness, when you are going to generate the numbering for the serial control, how you want to maintain the uniqueness and what level you want to generate the numbering. Similar to the same serial number uniqueness and all, for this lot number also we can specify the uniqueness. Okay, uniqueness. So how you want to maintain the unique numbering for the lot control, and again what level you want to generate the lot number. So when you talk about uniqueness for the lot control, say lot number, lot number uniqueness. When you set lot number uniqueness, we have two options. One is across items. Across item. When we are going to implement this lot control or lot numbering concept, if you set across items, this basically we set at inventory organization level. If you select option called as across items, so you can assign unique number. Okay, unique number, that means you can use one lot number for only one item. The same lot number you cannot use for the different items. Okay, you cannot use for different items. Say you have item X, item Y. If you go with across items uniqueness, for this item you are going to maintain the sequence called as X01. This lot number you want to use for the items which you receive against this, I mean what are the quantity you receive against this item, you want to use this numbering. If you set across items, the same number you cannot use for item called as Y. If you want to maintain the numbering for Y, you have to go with a different number only, maybe 1. That's all about across items. Across items, if you want to maintain the unique numbering, so what are the number you use for one item, the same number, that means lot number you cannot use for other item. And we have one more option called as no uniqueness. That means you don't want to go with the uniqueness across the items. Say no uniqueness control. Okay, so in this case what you can do is, we have items called as X and Y. You are using, let's take same example or other example for numbering. So you are using lot number as a L0001. Of course, once you give this number based on the transactions, system will keep generating 1, 2, 3 and all it will generate. So for item X, you started with a 1 and you received 1, you created one receipt, you used a lot number called as 1, and you created one more receipt, you used 2, L0002. Again you created one more receipt, you use a lot number called as L0003. So this is how you'll keep generating the numbers for item X. And if you want to use the same numbering for item Y also, so all this numbering you can use for item Y. Here you don't want to maintain any uniqueness across the items or organizations. Same number you can use, but that would be different item. Okay, same lot number can be used for other items also if you go with a no uniqueness control. So here same number can be used here across items means what are the lot number used for one item that cannot be repeated for other items you cannot use. So how you require, you can set at inventory organization level for which organization required what uniqueness, accordingly you can set it. Fine. So after setting this uniqueness, we have to take the decision what level you want to set this number, what level you want to generate this number. So this you can specify at item level. So here we specified L0001. So this number where you want to specify, you want to specify at item level or you want to specify at organization level, or else you want to give this number specification for the user only. That means generation level. Okay, what level you want to generate, that means what level you want to set up the number generation. You may set at item level. So if you want to set item level, you can go on to specify what should be the prefix for the item and what should be the starting number for the item. Okay, or else you can set at organization level. If not at item level or organization level, when user is going to receive the material, if you want to give that option to the user only to enter any lot number, you can select as a user defined. Okay, user defined. So for the different items, if you want to maintain different unique numbers combination and the number generations differently based on the preference how you want to set, you can go with the item level, or else so you can give at organization level item wise different. See, this lot number definition is not required, so in that case you can directly set at organization level. The same number system will triggering for the different items which will be receiving into organization with the respective quantities. Whenever you receive specific item related quantity, so the lot number whatever you generate with uniqueness or without uniqueness, that depends how you are going to set up the uniqueness option. So system will trigger number generation. Okay, so this is how just you can specify what uniqueness you require across the items or no uniqueness. That means for the same lot number can be used for other items also. The same what level you want to set the unique number generation option. At the item level means who are dealing with that specific item, they can just go on to specify what lot number they require. If you set at organization level, who has access to organization, only those people will be able to manage that lot number generation, how that lot number should appear or system should generate when we receive the material. That can be managed by only the people who has access to organization. It totally depends how they need, they can set it up. Even if you set at organization level, the same system will trigger for all the items. If you set at item level, so that would be specific for items again. Okay, so here I given L1 L this number. If I set organization level, the same series it will be applicable for all the items. If I set organization level, if I am just going to deal with phones, I can give for related item called as phone item level, I'll give this one and I'll just give this series for a specific item called as phone. If I'm dealing with the computers, for the computer item I may give this lot numbering. From here system will trigger. Okay, if I'm dealing with some vehicles, two-wheeler vehicles, I may give this number. So that's how easily by seeing the lot number also will be able to understand which item that is. That's how you will be able to set the lot numbers if you are going with the item level. If you are going to set at organization level, one number only will be giving, the same number it will follows for any lot creation. So this organization will take the decision what level how they want, accordingly we can set up the system. Done. Now we'll go and see how to set this lot numbering at organization level as well as item level, and how system will generate, we'll see. Fine. So when I talk about setups, say set up lot or say implement lot numbering. When you talk about lot numbering, first what we have to do is, for which organization, what sort of uniqueness we require for this lot number generation, that we have to set up. Say set up lot numbering, or you can say, fine, simple like this. Say set up lot number for inventory organization. It's nothing but uniqueness. We'll set what uniqueness is required and what level number need to be generated. We'll set it inventory organization level. After that, we'll set the lot number options for item. Set, I mean, we have to go on to specify. So at the time of the uniqueness specification, you may specify organization level, but for which item the lot number should be applicable, you have to set up. So set lot number for item. For which item the lot number should be applicable. You may have 100 different items. For out of 100, your requirement may be for just 10 different items only you want to use this lot numbering. For rest of 90 items, you don't need lot numbering. Reason is, when you are dealing with those items, you may not get very some mass value of items where you want to manage the different grouping for further transactions. Okay, even if you set lot numbering for inventory organization, it's not mandatory, you have to use for all the items. For which items the lot number you want to implement, you can go and specify, accordingly you can perform the transactions. Fine. So we'll just complete this setup so that system will allow us to generate the lot number. After completing that setup, we will test that lot number by creating the receipt. Say create miscellaneous receipt. So when you create the miscellaneous receipt, we'll select the specific item. For that item lot number is applicable, system will ask us to enter the lot number. Without lot number, you cannot complete the transaction. We'll create the miscellaneous receipt, then system will update the on-hand quantity. We'll go and check the on-hand quantity also. We'll check on-hand quantities. So within the on-hand quantity also, system will update the lot number with which lot number you received that quantity. And again we will test miscellaneous issue also. Create miscellaneous issue. When we are issuing the material also, system will ask us to select, we want to issue the material from which lot. Okay, when you are receiving material into organization, we are receiving with the specific lot number. We are giving specific lot number. Since we are going to have lot number for the quantity which you are going to maintain within the inventory, if you are going to issue the similar item related quantity, same item related quantities, you should select from which lot you are issuing the material, how much quantity, all you have to specify. We'll see. First we'll test this. After testing this, we'll see how the parent and child lot number concept will work. First go to inventory organization. Go to inventory organization. Go to our project. Manage implementation projects. ERP tree implementation project. Search for inventory organization. Inventory. So manage inventory organizations. Click on go to task icon. Find our inventory organization. Here you can search. So we created two inventory organization. One is Dallas, the other one is Austin. We can set up this lot numbering for any inventory organization. Let's go with Dallas inventory. Select. Click on manage organization parameters. Go to tab called as lot serial and packing unit, and here you can specify lot numbering, lot control. Okay, so what uniqueness you want to use, whether you want to go with across the organizations or no uniqueness in the sense, so same lot number you can use for a different item, but same lot number you cannot use for the same item related quantities. The duplication you cannot do, so the same number can be used with the different items. You can select what option you require, whether if you want to maintain the uniqueness across the items you can select unique across items, or else go with the no uniqueness control. That means same lot number can be used for other items also. Generation level, what level you want to generate the number, whether you want to generate at organization level or item level or user defined. You can select which option you require. So let's go with the item level. So just give the specifications, how we require that uniqueness and what level you want to generate, you can select. If you want to generate at organization level, you have to provide the lot number generation here only. Since we are selecting as item level, system is not forcing us to enter the number here. Say you want to give at organization level. Now we are in the organization page only. We are in the organization parameter. If you say you want to set number generation preferences at organization level, your system will ask us to enter prefix and what is the length for the number and all this information it will ask. Okay, so you have to specify the prefix and all, accordingly it will generate the numbering. Okay, you can just system will take that based on the prefix what you are giving, accordingly it will take. If you set item level, yes, item level you can go and give the specification, then system will generate the number as per the preferences which you set at item level. Let's go with the item level. So save and close. So by default also there will be the options you could see here, but how you require accordingly, if you want to change, you can navigate to organization parameters and you can set it. Done. So now we'll set the lot number generation for specific item. Your requirement may be lot number generation for specific items. For which items you want to implement this lot number, you can go to those items and you can set that. So navigate to item. You have to go to product information management. Go to task list. Manage items. Search for item. So we'll use this item. For this item already we implemented serial number. Serial number also we implemented for this item. For the same item we'll go and implement this lot number, so that whenever you receive the material or when you issue the material, system will ask us to provide lot number as well as serial number. Okay, we'll go with this item. So when we go with that item, you have to select the item record which is associated with the child organization, not item master. So click on item. So go to specifications tab and select inventory section. Click on inventory hyperlink. If you notice, for this item we have a serial number also. Serial number generation also we given. Dynamic entry at inventory receipt. Fine. So we'll implement lot control also. So by default for this item, lot control is not applicable. You see here, no lot control. Now we'll go and set lot control. Say full lot control. That means lot control will be applicable for this item. And when you receive the material, so what prefix system has to take for lot number? Say ERP should be the prefix for the lot when you receive the material, and what should be the starting number? Starting number system has to start with, this is a number system has to use. Okay, just we are setting for this item. For this item ERP1010, that is item number. For this item lot number is applicable, and again what should be the prefix and what number system has to follow for the every lot which we generate. Give the specifications and say save and close. Following error because the pending transactions. Okay. With this item we have some pending transaction system is saying, but still it should allow. We'll change this option. Why it is. Okay, so system is saying some pending transactions are there with this item, so that is the reason once you complete those transactions only you can set this lot number. That's what it is addressing. Also what we'll do is we'll create one more item. For that item also we'll set the serial number so that we can see both for the new item. We'll see like the pending transaction, how to work on the pending transaction. That is a separate topic to understand. We'll create item, won't take much time. We'll create item, we'll set both serial number. Already we implemented, but we'll apply the serial number also for the same item. So this is the organization, and select our item class, select template, so finish good, say okay. ERP item 1. Apple MacBook. Okay, I'm giving the description. Select item status as active. Life cycle phase also you can make it as active. So unit of measurement will measure as each. Go to specifications. Okay, this we'll do later. We'll do at child organization level. Go to associations. Assign this item to our inventory organization. Assign item to dollars inventory. Click on done. Now say save and close, and find out the same item. Done. Find same item. Description we given as ERP Apple MacBook. So out of these two records, we have to go with the Dallas inventory record. Now go to specifications, go to inventory section. Okay. Set lot control. And prefix for lot number is ERP. And lot number should start from here. For the same item already we implemented serial number that just we specify here. Okay, we'll go and specify dynamic entry is required at the time of receipt creation. What should be the prefix? CRP should start from 1. Now we can see this lot number, serial number both in the same transaction. But anyway, now our target is lot number generation. Done. Say save and close. Now we'll create the transaction. Since we are working on only inventory, we are going to perform the miscellaneous receipt and miscellaneous issue. Once purchasing is implemented, you can create the GRN. Once OM is ready, we can perform the issuing the material to the customers. So when we are working on these applications also will include these concepts. So for now we'll directly perform within the inventory only, since that is possible to test. Fine. So we are ready with the setups. Now we'll record the transaction. Go to inventory management. Go to task list. The task is create miscellaneous transaction. Select transaction type. Say miscellaneous receipt. Create transaction lines. Click on add. And select item for which item lot control is applicable. For this item only we set lot control, right? ERP Apple MacBook. Select. Say OK. So we want to receive the material into which sub inventory. Select MacBook sub inventory. How much quantity? Before you provide the quantity, you have to provide the lot number. Okay, you have to provide the lot number. But anyway, we set the rule, system will generate it. So just click on lot, generate lot. Click on generate lot. It will generate the lot number. So we given prefix as ERP and number is 0001. If you create next lot, it will take 2. So for how much quantity? 25 quantity. And provide account. Search for any existing code combination and you can select. Fine. For the same item, the serial number also applicable. Without providing the serial number, system won't allow us to save this transaction. Okay, we have to provide the serial number. If you provide what we given dynamic entry, you can give some number, system will take the two serial number. Now how much quantity we given? 25. So system will generate 25 serial numbers. That range it will generate. If you give from number, it will take. But we given already some rule to auto create the serial number also. So you can, what you can do is you can click on generate serial number range, or else you can click on record lot under serial numbers. Just click on this tab. So already lot number is there. Now you can give the serial numbers. Scroll little down, click on add serial numbers. Say generate serial numbers. We given the rule. Okay, I think in the rule we given prefix. If you give prefix, it won't generate. You have to enter manual. If you want to generate, if you want to enter through manual process, or if you should not give the prefix. That's what we tested in the earlier case also. Here you can now, you can go and remove that prefix if you want to generate by clicking on generate serial number, or else you can enter any manual number. It will take the range as 25. Why 9 quantity? It's a 25 quantity, right? What's wrong with this? This is 25 quantity. For 25 quantity, we are going to give the serial number. Quantity is 25. Here it is showing this. What's wrong? Okay, we'll just perform. We'll see. Just say okay. The number of serial numbers entered must be equal to the quantity of the lot. You're correct. That's what we are trying to do. System is not allowing. 25 only we are entering, but it's just taking back. No issues. Remove that record. Again, click on add. Yeah, now it is taking. Earlier we just clicked on this tab. That could be the confusion for system. So what should be the serial numbers for this? Again, it is taking. Something wrong with this function. So no issues. Just you can give it this line level itself. Why it is not accepting? Let's go with individual. What's wrong with this? Let me cancel. Quantifying lot number also generated. So because system is not allowing over there, let's set here. Okay, something wrong with this. We'll create separate transaction. Okay, cancel this. We'll create one more transaction. Create miscellaneous transaction. Select transaction type as a miscellaneous receipt. Add line. Select item for which item lot control is enabled. Want to receive into which inventory? MacBook inventory. How much quantity? So 10 quantity, any quantity should work. So lot number. Click on generate lot. Create a lot. And how much quantity? 10 quantity. Provide account. Yeah, now it is taking fine. So this is how just you can specify the lot number and the serial number also. Serial number already we tested. This is how you can just give the lot number. And if you want to create one more line within this, okay, so you received 20 quantity, 10 quantity you want to take into one lot. Already we just given the 10 quantity we specify take in this lot. And if you want to take 10 more quantity into different lot, yes, we can do that. Select, say okay, and specify sub inventory you want to take into which sub inventory. And before you provide the quantity, generate lot number. Generate lot, also 10 quantity.
What's the difference between generate serial number and record lots and serials?
So generate serial number means if you have only serial number, you can just go with that. Generate serial number. In that case, the item level you have to set the serial number without prefix. Okay, without prefix. If you go with the record lot and serial number, you can generate the lot number. Along with the lot number, serial number is also applicable. You can go with this tab. Both you will be able to set over there. Just now we have seen, right? We navigated and we verified. You implemented only lot control. Use this tab. That's enough. You implemented only serial number. Use this, or else serial number generation is set automatic. You can click on this, it will generate. You have it two which are implemented. You want to go and give the specification. If you go with this number serial number generation, there we have options, right? Whether individual serial number you want to give or you want to give the range. All the options we have over there. We'll go and see that. Let me just finish this. And you can give the specification here for this, what serial number you want to follow. Done. Okay, see lot num generate lot. Once you click on that, it will generate the lot number. Generate serial number. In the last session we tested this without giving the prefix, just we given number. Once you click on that, the serial number will generate automatically. If you talk about record lot and serial number, you can just click on this. Here you'll get a multiple options. 10 quantity we gain line level, but here you can split the 10 quantity into multiple lots also. You don't provide their lot number, don't provide lot number in the line level, and just click on this option here. There you given 10 quantity, you take it into one lot. Otherwise the 10 quantity you can take into multiple lots also. Here you can make 5 and click on add and give 5, give different lot numbers. And again, when you implement parent and child lot also, from here only you'll be able to generate the lot. Since it's not applicable for this item, it is not showing. If you come to the actions here, it will display parent lot generation and child lot generation also. It will show from here. In the same window, for specific lot number related quantity, you can give the serial number generation also, a specific lot. From here you will be able to do it. Again, if you navigate to this page, here you will be able to specify whether lot serial number you want to give range based or individual numbering. For the specific quantity, you can select one quantity and you can give the individual number. This is all possible based on these tabs which you are using. Okay, so we created these lots for this item. So we receive different quantity. For each quantity we given different lot number. Just say submit. Navigate to on hand quantity, manage item quantities, search or else search for specific item. You don't have many items, directly you can search. So this is the item where we implemented lot control. Expand this item, expand organization, so expand sub inventory. Okay, so it's not expanding, just select sub inventory. So it is displaying two lots are there within that. Just now we created two lots, 10 and 10. The first lot 0001 we just cancelled. We cancelled since it system was not supporting. So two lots we have. This is how. Otherwise, if you don't have lot control, if you go with this item, expand this item, expand organization. Okay, within this item, the quantity we have, but those are not classified into different lots. Since we are using the lot control for this item, so for the same item total quantity we have 20. Again, in which lot how much quantity you have, you can verify. Now you may have a requirement, you want to issue 10 quantity to some manufacturing unit. So in that case, simply you can take the decision you want to issue that quantity from which lot, or else you want to issue some quantity of material to project department or other department or
We have cancelled, right, the first transaction, ERP
yes,
0002.
correct, cancelled. But we generated lot number and we cancelled. Okay, we generated lot number, right? That is the reason it generated lot number as ERP 0001. We generated, and there was issue with the serial number. Fine.
But complete transaction we have cancelled, right? So on hand quantity it shouldn't show, right?
It is not showing. See, just now.
See 10.
One second. Just now we created a miscellaneous receipt. Within that we created two lines. For each line we created separate lot number. Yes.
Yes.
The same it is showing. Lot number ERP 0002 and 3. 1010 we received, right?
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. See, within the one receipt only we created two lots. Okay, 20 quantity we taken into two different lots, 10 and 10. So now you can select specific lot and you can go through the details, lot details. So these are the details. So this item and all, lot number, generation, etc. Also, but for this is not direct lot number, it is a parent and child, it will give that relevant information also. For the same item, serial number also applicable. We generated serial number, those details also you can see. For the 10 quantity, what are the 10 serial numbers system generated? You can see that. So the on-hand quantity what is available, again that is available in which lot also will be able to see if you implement lot control. Done. So now what we'll do is we'll go and implement parent and child lot I mean, parent and child lot control, how it works. We'll just set up that and we'll see when we are going to create the lot control, how system will allow us to use the same parent lot where multiple child lots can be grouped into same. And before that, we'll see now we received the material. When we are going to issue the material also, we have to specify we are going to issue the material from which lot. Go to miscellaneous transactions, select miscellaneous issue. If you are going to issue the material, we have to specify the lot number also, since for our item lot number is applicable. Select this item. For this item, lot number as well as serial number is applicable. When you are issuing the material, we want to issue the material from which lot, we have to specify. Along with that, we want to issue the material from that lot by following which serial numbers. Okay, the detailed information we have to specify. If you don't have lot number, serial number, directly you can give the quantity and you can say okay, exactly which quantity of the item we are giving from the inventory. There is no proper information we are tracking. Since we are going to maintain the item through lots and serial numbers, that we have to specify in each and every transaction. So we want to issue from which sub inventory, MacBook sub inventory. So we have 20 quantity within that. Fine. So we want to issue 10 quantity. We have two lots. From which lot you have to select. Without lot selection, you can see the field as optional, but without selecting the lot number and serial number, you cannot complete the transaction. Okay, just you may try. Search, select, and say okay. If you say submit, system will ask us to provide the lot number and the serial numbers which are applicable. From which lot we want to issue 10 quantities. Select lot. Only we have two lots for this item. We want to issue from lot 2. What's wrong with this? Serial number applicable, right? 1 second. Ideally, it should ask for serial number.
Maybe if you select less than 10 quantities, it may ask you to use.
Sorry?
Because the quantity is 10
Oh,
in
okay.
ERP lot 02,
Correct.
so there is no option of selecting.
Correct. Exactly. Already, yeah. Less, yeah, exactly. The lot itself, we have a 10 quantity, right? No. Even lot, no, see, it is removed quantity. That is the reason it is not showing. You just select quantity, even 10 it should display. Yes. Okay. So from which serial number you want to select, you can select that. See, the moment we select lot number, it refreshed the quantity. That was the reason it's grayed out. Ideally, you have to select. So done. Now it will allow us to save the transaction. Since we have a lot control, at the time of receiving, you have to specify the lot number, and when you are issuing also, from which lot you are issuing, you have to specify that. So this is all about lot control. Now we'll see how to implement parent and child lot. What is the use of parent and child? You can receive the multiple transaction related quantity into one lot, that is nothing but parent. Within that, what are the lots, you will be grouping those we call as child lots. Means for each transaction, system will generate one lot number, but for all the lot numbers you can maintain one parent number if you implement the parent and child lot. We'll just test it by setting the relevant configuration. So go to item, so already for this logic we used, we'll create separate item and we'll test this. Okay, set item status and life cycle phase, it's not applicable, so set as active and give the unit of measurement and assign this item to our inventory organization. Dollars inventory. Now save and close. So find out the item which we created just now. Find item. So this is item which we created. Select record which you could see with the child organization. Just click on the item number. Go to specifications. Select inventory section. Set item control we require. Lot control we require. And set starting prefix parent 1. And to implement child lot control, set child lot as a yes. And when it comes to child number generation, how you want to use? You want to use the same parent for child number purpose also, or else you want to set separate numbering. So if you set parent, so same number it will copy to parent, and it will how many transactions, how many child lots you are going to have, that's how it will create the unique number. Or else if you want to generate the number based on the combination of parent and child, you can select. If you select this, you have to set the prefix and all for this definition. Parent and child, since you given, it has to create, okay, child number generation with a combination of parent and child, you have to set child related numbering here. So 1. Okay. So for parent number generation, this is a prefix and starting number. For child number generation, this is the prefix and number. Done. Save it. For this item, we are not implementing serial control. Anyway, we tested that. Again, we don't require. Now we'll go and create the transaction. Go to inventory management. Inventory management. Go to task list. So create miscellaneous transaction. Miscellaneous receipt. Select item for which item we implemented parent and child lot number generation. So this is the item. Select, say OK. Select sub inventory, MacBook. Okay. Provide account. How much quantity? 100 quantity. Fine. It's asking for lot number. So you can click on record lots under serial numbers. Click on this tab. Click on add. Now first you have to create the parent lot. Create parent lot. Go to actions. Say generate parent lot. So this is how we given the number generation, right? Parent 1. And now you can create the child lot. You can click on generate single lot. It will generate this transaction specific lot, or else you can say generate single lot. Click on generate single lot. Okay, the combination we given, right? Parent and child. For child we given as a child 1, so same it is taken. Now just make a note of this parent lot number. The same parent lot you can use in the multiple transactions. Okay, just we create a lot number. So okay, say submit. We create a transaction, we created lot number. Along with the lot number we created parent also. Ideally what are the lot number we create, that is that you can consider as a child. Since there is no parent and child relation, we are not calling it as a child lot number, just lot number. Now we create a child and a parent. We'll create one more transaction. Since we have a parent and child lot control, the parent lot number which already we generated for previous transactions, the same you can specify for new transaction when you generate different child lot number for this transaction. So again we are receiving the material. You can switch item, specify item. Say okay. We are receiving into which inventory organization, which sub inventory, select it. And give how much quantity we are receiving. Here we are receiving 200 quantity. Provide account. Since we are testing, we can go with any account code combination. Choose existing one. Now click on record lots under serial numbers. Click on add. So don't generate one more parent lot. If you click on generate parent lot, which number it will use? Parent 2. But we want to group multiple lots into one parent lot. That is the reason provide same lot number here. Now generate lot, single lot. Now parent 1, child 2. Say OK. For two transactions, we taken same parent lot. So now we'll be able to track multiple lots with the help of parent lot. Now you can go to manage lots and search for the specific item. So for which items lot control is applicable, only those items system is displaying. So this is the item where we implemented parent and child. Search. These are the two lots. Lot number is same, but when it comes to parent, only one. Or else simply you want to know all how many lots you have within the one parent. Here you can give the parent lot number. With that you will be able to track. No need to give item also. Directly you can search. You will be able to track the same parent. Sorry, it's a child I given the child parent. Search. Here itself it is showing with this parent lot there are two lots available. Select any record. It will fetch everything. Select item here. So this is how you can group the lots by using the parent lot concept. Same if you go to on hand quantity. You can find the same, just click on search. This is a new item where we implemented parent and child lot control. Expand. So we have two lots which we created. Here the same lot number only it is showing, but these two lots are grouped into one lot called as parent one lot. Just select this lot number, and if you go to lot details, here you could see within the lot number itself you can see the parent lot number, parent 1. Within that this is child 1. This is the same parent 1, child 2. But here separately you could see what is the actual parent lot number. Okay. So this is how you can manage. It's all about requirement. Okay. When you are implementing this inventory, depending on which item they are dealing, they may use or may not use the lot control, serial controls, and if they are going to use the lot controls, again they may use, may not use parent and child lot controls. That completely depends. They are dealing with which items and how they want to manage, how detailed tracking they require, depending on all these parameters. So whether we have to implement or not, that will be decided.
In which scenario we will be using this one?
Sorry?
Which business scenario we will be using this one? I don't have any idea.
Okay. It's a simple. See, if you are creating one transaction, within one transaction you can take one lot number. But say you placed order to one supplier and there are 5 shipment dates you given. You placed one purchase order, you request a supplier to ship the material by following 5 different dates, 5 shipment dates. Whenever you receive the transaction, today you are receiving, you will be going with one lot number. And again, next, second shipment, different lot number. But your requirement is from the specific supplier, when you are receiving the material from particular purchase order, from specific purchase order, if you are going to receive the material in the different shipments, all need to be tracked as a one lot. So in that case, you can create the parent and child, and every transaction system will generate the child lot, but for every transaction when you create, you can give the same parent lot, so that you will be able to track against the so and so purchase order. Okay, even you have a multiple transactions created, you can group all those receipts with one lot number, that is a parent lot. Or else it could be different receipts and different POs also, doesn't matter. Say you have a scenario where you want to purchase one item, and that item is not available with one supplier. So for different suppliers we placed order with the different quantities, but since item is same and you want to deliver that same item to one customer or specific department, you can create parent and child lot. You received from the vendor 1, at the time you give the parent lot, one lot number for parent, and child lot number would be anyway different. And you received from the another vendor also, the same time whenever you receive the material from another vendor also, parent lot number you can give the same. That means the quantity which you are receiving into inventory maybe from the different vendors, or maybe from the different receipt, from different receipts, whatever it may be, you want to group them with the
Thank you, thank you.
yeah
Thank you, Lakshman.
yeah that's how you can utilize it if required.
So Lakshman, what you mean to say every transaction will have its own unique child lot number?
Yeah, see, every transaction will have unique child, means if you are using the parent and child, we call as child, otherwise lot number. Every transaction will have unique lot number if you implement. If you implement parent and child, the same lot number we are calling as child lot number, and in addition to that we have a parent also, that's all.
My meaning of asking this question is,
Yeah.
can I have the same parent and child for the two miscellaneous transactions?
No, you cannot have. You cannot have parent but not child. Child should be unique. For a different item you can have. For a different item you can replicate. But for same item, no. Fine. Parent lot number you can duplicate. I mean to say, you can use for the multiple transaction for grouping purpose. But actual lot number, or say child lot number, you cannot duplicate. That should be unique. Done. So any questions on this, please? Fine. So in tomorrow's session we'll see other inventory controls. Where we have this.
Are we having session tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day?
Yes, we have session tomorrow. We'll have session tomorrow.
In US, it is going to be a party day for everybody.
Okay. See, the point is we got some issues with instance, and we could not have very continuous sessions also, right? So that is the reason. If you guys want to take break, okay, I don't have an issue, but from my side I'm very much okay to take this session tomorrow.
I think all the folks in US might want to take a day off tomorrow.
Okay. We'll see if somebody is going to talk on that point. We'll consider that. Yeah.
Which topic trying to cover tomorrow? Lakshman?
Sanjay?
Which topics are you planning to cover tomorrow?
We'll work on this lot control and do revision control. First, we'll start with the lot control. If we are going to have time to discuss, we'll work on revision control. These two topics.
Locator and revision. Okay.
Yeah, locator, stock locator. Yeah. Okay.
Is this session over? Can we ask the other questions other than this
Other than
class?
this, we'll see. 1 second. Just let me take questions. If any questions from anyone, if not,
Okay, okay.
then we can discuss. Fine. Seems to no questions. Then we'll connect tomorrow and we'll work on these concepts. Yeah. Thank you all. Have a good day and good night.